If you're a fan of the channel, then you know I'm a huge Ben 10 fan, so when I heard that he was getting a new comic, you know I had to tap in instantly. And with me just finishing issue 1 and sitting on it for a little bit, thinking about it,
I'm not feeling it.
I'm super biased towards this series, and I want it to be good and succeed. It's the first Ben 10 media we've gotten in 5 years, but it just didn't grip me. I'm not really on the edge of my seat waiting for more. But before I give you my thoughts, I implore you to go read the comic yourself and go create your own opinion. Just because I didn't like it doesn't mean you won't. The first issue that I have with this comic is an issue that I've had since we first started getting sneak peeks. The art is kinda bad. Maybe bad isn't the right way to describe it. Inconsistent is a better word. The comic will go from looking really good to really bad in a matter of seconds. For example, you got Vilgax looking like the king of darkness, like he could step on anybody at any moment. Then you got Forearms looking ugly as fuck. You got Heat Blast, the face of the franchise, looking cool as hell. Then you got Gwen looking like an incest baby. You got this cool ass cybernetically enhanced bear. Then you got Ben looking like, I don't even know what he looking like. That nigga's ugly. And maybe this is a weird thing to say, but sometimes it feels like with the art, there was a 3D model that the artist just drew over. Certain panels of Ben just look really weird to me. I don't know if you guys see it, but what I do enjoy about the art is I enjoy the more grotesque feel that they're going for. Obviously in the Ben 10 shows, you either get the transformation sequence, a quick morph, or just a flash of green and then Ben's the alien. But in the comic, you can see the alien biology really overriding Ben's own. It's a little nasty looking, but I think that's really visually interesting and really cool. Like on Forearms, you can see the skin bubbling up as it starts to take form. As he de-transforms, you can see the muscles and the arms grow back into Ben's body. It's super cool. On Vilgax, you can see he has a lot more scarring, especially on his face. He's a lot swoller. You can see the veins popping out. By the way, this nigga's lats are absolutely insane, bro. I've never seen a build like this before. You can see the armor has some chips in it because he's a warrior. He's been in the field fighting. So yeah, sometimes the art looks like this, and sometimes it looks like this. I seriously don't understand why they gave all the kids grown adult faces, bro. It reminds me of that one Superman panel. But that's just the art, you know. I'll get used to it eventually. The writing leaves a lot to be desired as well. Like I said earlier, the comic really failed to make me feel like I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for more. In all honesty, all it did was make me wish I was watching the cartoon. Nothing really happens. Issue 1 of this comic only seems to get through about half of episode 1 of the show. Genuinely, all that happens is Ben gets the Omnitrix, he fights a bear, and then we see Vilgax, and then the comic's over. I'm not really hooked, and I doubt that any new readers would be. This issue was simply way too short. It needs to be like double the length for real. This is what I think issue 1 of a comic should do. Every single comic writer understands that when they're writing issue 1, this is an opportunity for a brand new reader to jump in and start reading. I don't feel like a brand new reader could really jump in and understand Ben 10 as a character off this singular issue, versus episode 1 where you understand Ben's character pretty well. From issue 1, we don't get anything about Ben's heroic nature. We get a little bit of his immaturity when he says, "You might think you're so tough, but you're still a girl," to Gwen, but I still feel like we could have shown a little more. I think the forest fire is still the best way to show how powerful Ben's aliens are and how immature Ben still is. This comic feels like it's expecting me to know Ben 10 already. It feels like the comic is relying on the fact that I already know and love these characters so they can write them a little emptier. I don't want to say nostalgia bait, but that's what it's looking like. For example, the cliffhanger. The panel closes on Vilgax preparing to arrive on Earth, but why should I care about Vilgax? The comic gives you zero reason to care about this nigga. Obviously he got a cool little monologue, but anybody could get a cool little monologue. What makes Vilgax unique? What makes him different? In fact, why should we even care about Ben? The comic didn't give us anything to latch onto with this character. All we learned about Ben was that he likes rage baiting his cousin, his home life isn't great, and that he likes FNAF. Side note on the FNAF part, the bear was the most interesting part of this entire comic to me, because it got me thinking, why is this bear so cybernetically enhanced? Is this the product of Dr. Animo? Probably, but it could also be something from Zombozo, because you know, bears are in the circus and shit. It's probably Dr. Animo, but you know, it's good to throw a theory out. Okay, back to it. The most interesting part they gave us about Ben was that his home life isn't great. Gwen says his parents are trying to get rid of him with this summer vacation, and Ben reacts badly to that. Then we get a cut and we're with the military real quick, but by the time we get back to Ben, he's not even worried about what Gwen had said. The Omnitrix is already falling on him. It would have been way better if we got a scene where Ben was mad as fuck at what Gwen said. Maybe he's walking away seething, talking about some stupid Gwen, stupid parents, I don't need either of y'all. But instead, the pacing of this issue demands that we move along with the plot instantly. I feel like if this issue was twice as long, all the problems I have with it wouldn't exist. Now, obviously this is only issue 1. The series probably needs some time to cook, but I truly hope it gets better. Ben 10 is one of my favorite series, and I want it to succeed, so it really hurt me to talk shit about it, but I also want it to have good content within it. So, yeah, subscribe.